That sad yellowing, half-dead plant on your porch is not finished. And the thing that could bring it roaring back to life is not a $40 bottle from the garden center. It is sitting in your kitchen trash right now and in your yard, completely free. For generations, before there was an entire industry built on selling you plant food, people grew the most abundant gardens of their lives, using nothing but scraps, ashes, and a little old knowledge. In the next few minutes, I am going to give you 7 of those free, natural fertilizers. Each one is nearly free, each one is simple, and each one can take a struggling plant and make it greener, stronger, and heavy with fruit. The garden centers are not going to thank me for this one. Let me say the quiet part first. There is nothing wrong with buying fertilizer, but understand what you are really paying for. You are paying for things that nature gives away. Banana peels, eggshells, coffee grounds, wood ash. All of it is packed with the exact nutrients a plant is begging for, and all of it gets thrown away by the bagful every single day. The companies selling the bottles are counting on you not knowing that. So, let us fix that, starting with number 1. Number 1, banana peel tea. The banana peel you toss every morning is one of the richest free sources of potassium there is, and potassium is the nutrient that drives flowers and fruit. The old-timers simply chopped up their peels, dropped them in a jar of water, and let it sit for a few days, then poured that banana water around the base of their tomatoes, peppers, and roses. The plants respond by blooming harder and setting more fruit. You are not throwing away a peel. You are throwing away the reason your tomato plant could double its harvest. Number 2, coffee grounds. Do not throw your used coffee grounds in the trash. Work them lightly into the soil or add them to your compost. They slowly release nitrogen, the nutrient that builds lush green leaves, and they improve the texture of the soil as they break down. Even better, earthworms are drawn to them, and a soil full of worms is a soil that comes alive. 30 days after you start feeding your garden its morning coffee, you will see the difference in the color of the leaves. The richest soil amendment in your house is the thing you currently rinse down the drain. Number 3, crushed egg shells. Every eggshell you crack is a small package of pure calcium, and calcium is the missing piece behind one of the most heartbreaking garden problems there is. If you have ever watched your tomatoes rot with an ugly black bottom, that is a calcium shortage. Our grandparents rinsed their shells, dried them, crushed them to a powder, and worked a handful into the soil around each plant. Over the season, that calcium feeds the plant and helps prevent that rot before it ever starts. The cure was in the breakfast you already ate. Number 4, wood ash. If you have a fireplace, a wood stove, or a fire pit, you have a free source of potassium and minerals that gardeners have prized for centuries. A light scattering of cool, pure wood ash around your plants returns potassium to the soil and gives heavy feeders a real boost. One honest word of caution, because I want your garden to thrive. Wood ash raises the pH of your soil, so use it sparingly, and keep it away from the acid-loving plants like blueberries, azaleas, and potatoes. Used with a light hand, it is one of the oldest and best free fertilizers there is. Number 5, Epsom salt. This is the cheap white powder the bottle sellers really do not want you thinking about, because for $1 or $2, it does a job they would happily charge you $20 for. Epsom salt is magnesium, and magnesium is at the very heart of the green in a leaf. When tomatoes, peppers, and roses go pale and yellow between the veins, a small dose of Epsom salt dissolved in water can green them back up remarkably fast. The rule here is gentle and occasional, not heavy and constant. A little now and then when a plant looks hungry for it. That is all it takes. Number 6, weed tea from the plants you were about to pull. Here is where the garden feeds itself. Those deep-rooted weeds you fight all summer, plants like comfrey, nettle, and dandelion, are quietly mining minerals from far below the surface and storing them in their leaves. The old method was simple. You stuff a bucket with those leaves, cover them with water, and let it sit for a couple of weeks until it becomes a dark, powerful liquid feed. Watered down and poured around your vegetables, it is one of the strongest free fertilizers in existence. And you made it out of the very things you were trying to get rid of. The weeds were never your enemy, they were your fertilizer factory. And number 7, the oldest trick of them all. Bury a fish. Long before any of us were born, the native peoples of this land taught the early settlers a secret that kept them alive through brutal seasons. Beneath each hill of corn, they buried a single fish. As it broke down in the warm earth, it released a slow, complete, perfect feast of nutrients right at the roots, exactly when the plant needed it most. You can do the very same thing today with fish scraps, fish heads, or the guts most people throw out, buried deep enough that animals leave it alone. It is the original fertilizer. It is completely free, and it has been feeding gardens on this continent for longer than written history. The big fertilizer companies did not invent plant food. They just bottled what the earth was already doing and sold it back to us. So, look again at what you have been throwing away. The peels, the grounds, the shells, the ashes, the weeds. That is not garbage. That is a complete free fertilizer program that can take a dying plant and bring it all the way back. And it has been sitting in your kitchen and your yard the entire time. This is the very heart of what we do here. We do not buy what the earth gives freely. We work with it, the way people did for thousands of years, and we let our gardens feed us in return. If this is the kind of self-reliance you have been looking for, growing more food, spending less money, and stepping off the treadmill of buying what nature hands you for free, then subscribe and stay right here with me. Because in this garden, we do not plant for a season. We plant for a lifetime. Now, go and pick just one of these 7 and feed that struggling plant this week. By the time the next leaves come in, you will wonder why you ever paid for the bottle.